Get up, stand up.
Well, they've had quite a few hit reality TV shows. I had no idea that everybody in my office knew who they were, and that they really are some of the most famous reality TV stars out there with all sorts of music and clothes and all these other brands. And you know, they're kind of the archetypal young, good-looking, yuppie couple. And they go by Speidi, I guess a combination of Spencer and Heidi. And we saw that they were twittering and talking to Miley Cyrus, a.k.a. Hannah Montana. We're getting thousands of Twitters and calls and emails, and now hundreds of thousands of hits and views, and 10, 11, 13, 14, 15, 16, 18, 20-year-olds going to Infowars.com. Huge buzz all over the Internet. And that's great, because we want to reach the kids that are kind of locked into the matrix with the red pill. And a great way to do it is having blue pill icons who've now taken the red pill on the show. So I'm glad that we reached out to them and found out they were big fans of the show, because that's what the Twitter account was saying, and got Spencer Pratt and Heidi Montag on the show. And so they are here with us today. They've been on the Letterman, The View. They have Star of the Hills on MTV and other shows, The Princess of Malibu on Fox, a bunch of other programs, and they've got some other programs going on right now as well. But that is certainly exciting because, you know, I talk all day about trying to get the folks that are watching mainstream news, but that's kind of the upper strata of society being brainwashed by that niche of disinfo. Imagine those that don't even know. Pull up Miss Teen South Carolina. Imagine if she, who I guarantee you she knows who, she doesn't know anything about the United States, but she knows about Heidi Montag and, of course, Spencer Pratt, or also known as Speidi. So to have Speidi now getting into this and waking up, and I talked to him for an hour on the air a few days ago, as a lot of you know, really is a big breakthrough, and they've done their homework. They have a lot of courage to what they've done. USA Today is doing a big weekend cover story on this tomorrow. Us Magazine, Gawker, dozens. I mean, it was like 6 or 7 yesterday. It's like 20 or 30 this morning. I had to quit clicking on it. There were too many to read them all. If you Google their names or Alex Jones, you'll see it. And they have links to Infowars.com and links to the radio interview and links to the Obama deception. Us Magazine. Imagine all the new people that are Obamanoids, conned by the pimp game of Obama. Imagine how many of them are now finding out the truth. So, Spencer Pratt, Heidi Montag, I really appreciate your courage, and you guys apologized when you were on for being selfish and worldly and all this, but we all are when we're young to some extent. I think you're starting to make up for that with your bold, exposing government-sponsored terror, the microchip beast system, the New World Order. What do you think of this new type of attention you're getting?
I think that they're going to try to make this new kind of attention as negative as possible, to probably make us seem as crazy as possible, because it's sad we're in an American society right now where if you speak your mind, you're out there and you're radical and you're crazy, when that's what America was founded on, and that's our principles, that's our right, that's the beautiful thing about America, and it's just being destroyed.
Now, you guys were telling me during the break that you're not really talking to the media, you're ignoring your emails and your things like that, but we're getting a lot of media, USA Today and others, contacting us. I mean, have you guys heard anything about how big this story's getting with Spencer talking about 9/11 being an inside job, and you, Heidi, saying you'll take a microchip over your dead body?
We knew, like we talked to you the other day, we knew if we brought up any of these issues, we were going to be labeled as crazy conspiracy theorists, and they've lost their minds, this and that. So we told our publicists and our agents and our managers, we said, don't even bother contacting us about any follow-up comments, because we know everyone's just trying to build their hit pieces. All we want people to do is just, always search for the truth. And sometimes the truth seems like the craziest thing, but my new favorite quote you said the other day, Mr. Jones, was the fiction that we're fed every day makes the truth, which is so much crazier, seem as crazy as it sounds.
Well, yeah, no, that's what it is. It's what George Orwell said. In an age of universal deceit, telling the truth is a revolutionary act. The truth is things are crazy. It's coming out, even mainstream news, that the CIA is funding Taliban to go into Iraq and kill our soldiers as a pretext to keep the troops there. I mean, this is cold-blooded fact.
Can you, somebody just about an hour ago told me that we gave $1 billion to Hamas for security. Is that true?
Yes.
What is that about?
Well, Hamas was founded in 1973 by the West to help destabilize things as a pretext. Yeah, no, most of the terrorist groups are funded by Western governments.
I mean, that's just mind-boggling. It hurts my brain thinking about that.
And I stand by everything I said. It's still over my dead body when I get a microchip. And I've been asking people on the streets, like, would you get a microchip? And some people, it's just so sad, don't even think about it. They think like, oh, yeah, well, it might help some people. It's just so disheartening to hear people not even question getting a chip put inside them. They don't understand what this means.
I mean, I asked like a good amount, like probably 10 of my friends, very seriously. I was like, yo, right now, if, the government calls you up and says you got to come by the DMV and get chipped up, you're not going to have a passport or a driver's license or a credit card, you're going to have a chip. Would you go right now and get in the car and go do it? Every one of them said, yeah, why not? I'm not a criminal. And I said, yeah, but that's not the point. In America, you're innocent until proven guilty. We're not all going around guilty, all chipped up on this, big grid that,
Yeah, why is everything the government does secret, but then we're supposed to go, oh, I'll take a chip, I have nothing to hide. Imagine what Hitler would have done with one of these chips, and they're trying to make the troops, the elderly, convicts, and now citizens take the chips, and Tommy Thompson's gone all over the country saying everybody should be made to take the chip. I've had police chiefs on saying that, and all these trendy clubs in the U.S., Canada, and Europe are making their members take chips. In fact, put that back up on screen for folks. I mean, this is happening. So you say you don't want to take a chip, and you're the weirdo.
It's insane. It's brainwashing, and it's so sad. And if anyone... I encourage everyone to read Revelations and read the Bible, because this was foretold thousands of years ago. This is when they say the mark of the beast. If you take that chip, then you are proving that it's an act of worship to something other than God, and that's Satan.
Absolutely. Well, look, I've been throwing questions out here. What do you guys want to talk about concerning all this attention coming out? I see it as a badge of honor that you guys aren't just getting attention for being young and good-looking or having TV shows. I mean, really, you're bringing millions of young people right now that are reading all these magazines to Infowars.com and PrisonPlanet.com and to the Obama deception. Folks are getting the DVD. Orders are way up just from you doing this. And the views are way up on the web at YouTube and Google. I want all the young people watching this later on the web or watching it live now, go to YouTube, go to Google, watch the Obama Deception free and high quality, and then go to the ObamaDeception.net, and it has a viewer's guide, a bibliography in the About section, so you can find out we're telling the truth. Your comments about the Obama Deception and anything else that's happening.
I mean, let's make it real clear to any of your new listeners that this isn't a radio show just out to get Obama, because tell the listeners about all your other DVDs that were against Bush and his policies, that you're not, because I'm very worried that people think, oh, Heidi and Spencer, they were for McCain, they're just trying to, go after Obama. It has nothing to do with my views on Obama. It's all the facts and the evidence that the Obama deception lays out clearly that we're presented with. And then, we obviously want to search for more truth. And the bottom line is, I'm so thankful that all these media are doing hit pieces on us and labeling us conspiracy theorists and all this. You know why? Because it's so great for anybody that knows a Speidi to at least knows that Speidi cares about their country enough to investigate, to want to know what the bills are getting passed, to want to know what's going on in our country, in our world, and not just, what's going on in the hills and on MTV and, in our world. Like, I think that, we should all care more about our country, and I didn't before, and now, I think it's great timing going into the 4th of July to really start my new path with my wife, and I encourage every American to take this 4th of July and really rethink what it means to be an American.
Absolutely. By the way, it's all over the British tabloids and even mainstream British newspapers. I was just looking it up while you were speaking, and now there's hundreds of news articles about you guys at 9/11 Truth. I think this is blowing up bigger than when Charlie Sheen went public. What's going on here?
I mean, I just had nothing. I had no knowledge about the Building 7, and I think anybody that watches any of your DVDs and sees all the evidence and watches Building 7 go down flawlessly with no airplane, it's not some conspiracy theory. It's just, I want to know why this building was able to, be detonated within, was how many hours after the plane crashes did this building just go down, Alex?
It was about 8 hours.
Yes. How long does it take to set up charges in a building of that size? I'm sure longer than 8 hours.
3 weeks, conservatively.
Thank you. Thank you. So, I mean, unless they got the fastest charge setter-uppers in the world all, over